willing to trust Adrian, who is, for all intents and purposes, a freelance detective. Others derogatorily call him a merc. Yeah, for all intents and purposes, the police department in Xarkell is basically disbanded and has been replaced by, unofficially, the Alabaster Enforcers, who are... I'm gonna do this. They originally sprung up as a group of celestial archons who came here from heaven to, for some esoteric mission you don't quite know, but have since then become a bit of a, security mafia ring, where they control various casinos, bordellos, gambling sites, and have now become quite a prominent security force here. They're primarily composed of celestial beings, angels, azatas, Argathians, but mostly archons. Adrian has been in contact with them in the past, and while they do a fine enough job, they are not exactly seen as, like, heroic. They're criminals as well, so... Nox, is there anything else you would like to add?
But yeah, besides that, he's been, like, learning about trying to clear cases to not succumb to the public pressure. And because of that, he's been, like, seeing his family and friends, whatnot, less and less, which obviously would start to worry them.
So Adrian, you make your way over to the clinic and begin speaking, or make your way to the clinic. I would say it is around 5 p.m. and while you're on your way, you do have people who do recognize you, for better or for worse. And while some of like the younger people, like in their like late teens and 20s, run up to you for like autographs and stuff. How does Adrian? I would ask, how does Adrian respond to that sort of stuff with like not just kids, but also like teenagers and young men and women running up to you?
Usually he tries to like keep a low profile to obviously not attract attention, but if he does like end up getting caught, he will try to like dismiss them in a relatively more friendly way.
Gotcha.
Advent for the past couple years has just been traveling around, and keeping an ear out, trying to specifically cults. Cults are no good. Gotta stop those, you know?
Absolutely.
But while along the way, just trying to help people, maybe anything small, anything he can do, and as a champion of Resident, you know, take, as I'm traveling, maybe taking, I'm forgetting the word, wow, my brain is, hold on, stopping, resting at taverns, getting along with people I can as I am traveling. And eventually, I imagine, I hear of this prophecy. My brain is completely zoning out. I'm sorry. I think I genuinely fried my brain today.
The Vampire Survivors has done innumerous damage to his psyche. Come to places like this for reasons you can intelligently assume that, like, oh, he's a criminal, so he probably doesn't go to, like, actual official hospitals and stuff. Because otherwise they'd find out who, or at least they will try to find out who he is.
Dude, and we do not care.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say he'll put on his jacket. He'll get up from the little bed here. He'll say, "Thank you."
Good
And
afternoon.
he'll hand you a tip of 10 gold.
Oh, you don't have to, Mr. Tiana.
I feel compelled to. Clink's doing everything for free, and you help me with the checkup here. It's the least I can do.
Your tip is greatly appreciated.
He'll nod. Sees Feredir.
Yes, 600 gold!
I'm not even going to question why you're hiding an axe here, but sure.
Listen, I worked on Roman boats for a little bit. The axe is like a memento, and also I need to defend myself. You know how it is.
He will like check his pocket and stuff. You have a pen or something?
Oh, and she immediately produces like a little marker for you to write the axe on.
He will grab the extend the marker and just type in Weissman.
Gotcha. And she grabs the axe. She's very excited and happy. Although she seems to be suppressing a little bit more excitement than you notice. She will happily say, "If you'd like to wait out in the front end lobby, the others will come."
Right then, he will tip his head and walk in.
I'll lean over the counter. Like, where is she? What is she looking at?
She's looking at like a little like a analog computer.
Yeah, no, I'll lean over and I'll be like, and I'm like pointing at the keyboard. JOHNNTHAN.
Oh, okay.
Johnathan.
She will press space very enthusiastically and then enter. And she goes, "Okay, well, how can we help?"
I am looking for, I believe it was a doctor or Mr. Asume?
Oh, you can wait at the front end where Mr. Weissman is currently seated, and he will be on his way.
Is that Mr. Weissman over there?
Yeah, he's the pale-skinned android.
Very well, I shall wait.
Okay, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Hey, Mal, you see him? Hey, Mal, you seen him?
I'm sitting right next to him.
No, not him.
Oh! That man's worse here too.
Dude, this is a serious campaign.
Dude, this is what I was freaking out about her.
That's what Hunter was looking at.
Oh, that thing. Yes, I am here for the thing.
You're not very good at this. You're not very good at. First, what's the word again?
Conversing.
No. Discretion. Oh yeah.
Discretion, yeah.
You're not very good at discretion, are you?
I am a large man in a suit of armor. I'm not sure what you're expecting from me.
Touché. Then he will go back to his magazine. Actually, what is he reading, first of all?
The magazine, it's like a Today in Rome style magazine where it's like a bunch of famous people or like a lot of prominent people who are traveling from Terra to the capital of the world and checking out things. Although Rome is no longer the main capital, it's become Byzantium, as it is even bigger than Rome itself now. Around, he kind of lies back up on the bed here. He goes, "That everything?"
I believe so. You should be good as new.
Gotcha. There were some weird swamp dwellers. That's what my partner and I were investigating. And, yeah, they were loaded up with crossbow bolts. They had some mutated lizard men. I think they had some poop demons or something. It was quite terrible, let me tell you.
Poop demons?
Caca demons. And let me tell you, he leans in, helmet to mask. He says, "Rumors persist that the poo-poo priest has returned."
Oh no.
But you did not hear this from me.
Shit.
Percy,
Shit has hit the fan.
Percy,
salt
am I
of
immune to
shit.
the poo-poo priest?
No one is
Similar
immune to the
of
poo-poo
rage.
priest.
His divine blessing will penetrate even the filters of your mask.
I ought then to avoid him if I do encounter this poo-poo priest.
There have been various corporate hitmen, known as the shitmen. They have been sent in. They have been.
Shit, man.
The shit.
I
They
need
are
to
wearing-
note, I'm laughing at this, but B is neutral face DMT. They do not find this humorous at all. They want him out
Take
here,
it a step.
actually.
Not the shit.
He says, "You won't be able to see them. No, you will smell them first. That is where they got their moniker. They wear these horrific biomechanical flesh suits."
Oh, it's a
would-
Cruelty Squad reference.
Yeah. Essentially. Other than that, thank you for your work. My partner and I very much appreciate it. We'll put a good word in for the Alabaster Enforcers with this clinic again.
That's greatly appreciated. You and Mr. Amrani have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am.
You do realize that those are exaggerated proportions, right?
What? Are you telling me they would this thing with deception? This booklet is full of lies?
I mean, so is most fiction.
Despicable, and I'll grab it and I'll toss it because it's paper. It kind of just like floats in the and then it just it's like it's face up so everyone can see what was in it, just right here.
It's Johnathan Tius.
He picks it up. He places it on the table.
Yeah, Adrian will just.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, Adrian will just kind of rub his nose and turn around. So, can I help you?
Alonzo kind of looks to Adrian. He looks to you. Looks back at Adrian. Looks back at you. Looks at B. Looks back at you. And he goes and he says, "The Dreamer of the Deep. That is who I suspect the cultists worship."
By the gods.
But you didn't hear this from me. You heard it from Adrian. Right, Adrian?
I didn't even...
I appreciate the information, Mr. Adrian.
Of course, Adrian. Thank you for your services.
Adrian, why did you tell them that?
Believers in the deep sleeping one. This is most dangerous. Who knows what machinations they could be up to?
Hey, I wonder what is taking Mr. Cully so long. What are those knives, I assume?
Mr. Adrian, you should not interrupt a medical professional.
No,
He gives you this look.
Think of the implications.
Detective Weissman, is he with you?
No worries.
Dude, Nox is thinking about this.
Forgive.
Detective Weissman, please get him away from my patient.
Adrian was trying to grab his arm.
Excuse me, Adrian. I believe you have misunderstood my intentions. I was going to use what is known as lay on hands.
There's no reason to do that.
But he's unconscious. Such a thing might resuscitate him.
On one hand, sure, but I have it covered. Don't worry. And B's just gonna try and usher you guys out of the room and say, and you were the one to say not to disrupt the professional medical worker.
But the disruption already occurred.
Yes, and you're continuing it, so please get out.
A fair point. Adrian, you are blocking me. I need to stop disrupting the medical professional. Thank you, my friend.
He's gonna wake up Feredir.
Adrian would just think to himself out loud, man, I miss Musashi.
Oh god, it's fucking bright in here.
Well, that's because you are at the clinic, Mr. Hasselhoff.
What fucking clip? What the fuck? Where the hell am I?
What in the goddamn...
What was the clinic called? Or is it just called the clinic?
This is the Blackwell Clinic.
You were at the Blackwell Clinic. I believe Dr. Emily found you. And she's gonna look at the clipboard notes and be like, completely naked, left in the alley, blackout drunk, face down in the sludge.
He's gonna like prop himself up on his elbows and he's gonna sit there. He's gonna squint. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, that doesn't sound too far off."
He will point down.
You're in the medical gown.
You are not wearing undergarments.
Shit. Where are my clothes?
Right behind you. You passed them.
Oh, right. And he'll turn around and bend over to pick up his clothes. His whole ass just comes out.
Cheeks out. Individual one.
Excuse me, Detective Weissman and Champion of Razuran, could you give him some privacy?
Of course. It is of great importance that a man is nothing but private when he is putting on his clothes. To breach such privacy would be such an evil deed.
Yes, so please leave the room.
You enjoy putting on clothes.
Yeah, the whole time he was saying that, he had like his pants pulled like 3/4 of the way up and was just staring at him, waiting for him to finish. He was just like, "Is this dude for real?"
If you would please follow me, I'll bring you all to Dr. Silme.
Huh? Oh shit, he's here too? Dang, everybody's here.
You see, Dr. Black.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, oh.
Huh?
You, if I was this way, I would wish someone would tell me. But I will put my hand on your shoulder. I'll get in close. You smell like fish. It's very important. I mean, if I smelled like fish, I wouldn't want anyone to just ignore that. So.
Right.
Glad to help. Ah. You must be.
What the fuck?
I will look at the two doctors and I will mentally try and figure out which one is Dr. Silman.
Right, well, Dr. Blackwell, if you would like to attend to any future patients, I see those two Alabaster enforcers need to be escorted out. Give them the final paperwork, of course. And Emily, she smiles. She goes, "I'll speak to you all once this is all finished. How are these procedures be?"
They went fine. Mr. Amrani had a crossbow bolt stuck in his chest, and Mr. Iovanus?
Iovanus, yeah.
And Mr. Iovanus, I successfully broke his back into place.
Oh, so everything went swimmingly?
Yes.
Excellent work. I knew you had it in you.
Thank you.
And she gives you a big beaming smile, and she turns around, she waves you guys goodbye as she goes ahead and she attends to these two. Feredir has proven to be a good man at the end of the day. I don't suppose his master's influence has any stranglehold on him, and if it does, we'll be here to accompany and assist him in whatever means. But
the connotation of the words you are using does not paint a good picture, Mr. Doctor, sir.
He is reliable, Sir John. I can tell you that much. He has
Very
proven himself.
well.
I can attest for Feridir's abilities as well.
No.
One time I did work with him.
Perhaps I'm not questioning the quality of the man,
You guys,
for I have heard that a good man can still do wrong.
you guys, that really
Dr.
tickles me
Silman,
right
can you
here.
please continue?
He'll cock a smirk at you, Feredir, and he'll continue. Quite the interesting one, aren't they?
They were peculiar.
So, Dr. Silme, did he give you the rundown on this little blurb of a mission?
Indeed.
He has, and we're on our way out now.
Alright. Please be safe. May Apollo look over you.
He will tip his head and go through the exit.
It opens up from the front end here.
We will nod and wave goodbye to the other two workers.
Wave goodbye.
As soon as he's outside, Adrian will light a smoke and inhale a little bit and say, "So the nightmare begins again."
You could
Do
say.
not worry. Do not worry. Don't worry, Adrian. If you need more stress-relieving substances, I have some prepared.
Save it for after we're done here.
I'm friends with him, plus he's paying me anyway, so...
Then, I suppose...
Well, how about this? I'll treat you on my way back. How's that sound?
Oh, let me look at my schedule here. She takes it from the front end, and you see the goblin kind of rolling her eyes, and she looks back at her board and she goes, how does tomorrow night sound? We can actually bring anyone else if they're interested, or we're hoping for something a little bit more private.
Oh, well... What makes you happy, Doc?
She gives you a bit of a cocky smile. She goes, "All right, well, come back alive, and we shall see."
Hoo-hoo. Till then.
What is taking Feredir so long? Rather, he is...
I am realizing, my friends, that I don't know this city that well, so I probably should not lead.
Don't worry, me and Adrian will take the front.
You don't
Come
really
here,
look-
gnome.
You don't really look like the one to do a backbreaker on a guy.
For the purpose of this investigation, I must smell you.
What?
Hey,
You want to
grabs the
smell the
rapier.
guy who rolls around in shit all day?
Listen, just because we don't have perfect hygiene down here doesn't mean you get to call me that.
Hey man, I'm not judging. I'm just stating the fact.
We were
It is
told.
what it is, alright? You know, we each got our thing.
These enforcers you mentioned you defended yourself against them. We heard they were attacked by some very stinky individuals. If you have nothing to hide, come here and let me smell.
Yo, homie, let me.
I'm staring him down the entire time.
Ooh. He is very stinky.
He is quite stinky. But does he smell like poo-poo?
He does.
And he smells like feces.
You're a fucking weirdo.
We heard.
To be
From-
fair, he could be stinky because he shit his pants from the intimidation, but I mean, you know, who knows?
No, this smells like old shit.
Well, that explains my calling.
You can
The flytrap Leshy is sweating.
I am a champion of Razano. I've been around many drunks who have shit their pants. I know the smell of fresh shit.
Not even
I,
Herder's
I'm
giving you a
not
look
going
of
to-
like, what the fuck?
Besides the apparent bear that is here,
How do you know about that?
I smell it too.
I cleaned him up.
I didn't. I lied.
What?
And you admitted there is a bear here.
he got you there. I mean, you really can't escape that one.
Gotta be a little better lying.
Yeah, you're kind of. I mean, I thought I was bad at deception, but
I'm making myself laugh. I'm sorry.
He stops talking.
You say you do not know, but you have proven you are nothing but a liar.
What?
Speak what you know about the Duke.
Gotta say, Woody, you're really bad at lying since you keep telling the truth.
Listen, all I know is that he's a lone wolf. He's gathering people from across the city.
What kind of lone wolf gathers people? You
He
were
works
lying
alone.
to me once again. I'll
No.
like smash my fist on the table,
The flytrap who's just sipping water just kind of gets spooked.
and then I'll look at it and I'll go, "Oh, my apologies, my Leshy friend."
He looks like he's on the verge of tears.
I feel bad.
Look what you done. Listen, I said
If you
lone-
didn't lie, we wouldn't be here.
What? Listen, and I hear revolutionaries. Some of the revolutionaries say he's going to destroy Elam with the prophecy of the child coming. He's gonna take his place at the top of a new Xarkell.
Where have you seen him?
I've not seen him. That's all. I've only heard.
You just said you've seen him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, here's the deal.
Go with me, Woody.
We're fess up and we will leave as if nothing ever happened between us. You can go about your daily life. Or you can keep withholding information and I can drag your ass all the way back to the clinic.
Okay, you can leave now. I don't want anything to do with you guys.
How much is a new door?
10 gold.
I will put 10 gold down on the table.
Thanks.
My apologies for the door. I was genuinely just trying to open it again.
Oh.
Right then.
he took away a single thing of fright because he said that.
Right then. We won't see each other again unless you rouse more trouble.
Yes, of course.
He's
thank
going
you
to
for the
look
drugs,
right. I was about to say, I'll probably see you again.
Yeah. Do you know if this prophecy is coming from him or for a different actor?
I cannot say for certain, but he definitely is adding fuel to the flame, if not the source of it.
All right. What other information have you uncovered?
First of all, we do know that the poo the
Go on, Nox, say it.
Say it.
Say
it.
his name.
Say the line, Bart.
the shipmen are have aligned with the priest of the deep from the beginning, right? I mean the Duke of the Deep.
You don't know if the shipmen are working with the Duke of the Deep, but you do know that the sewage people are working with the Duke, as far as you're aware. And the shipmen were found to be fighting the sewer people, so there might be some clashing factions here.
Some trouble with the pardon my language, shipmen.
Oh, I see. Well, you have uncovered the location of where these sewer people are, correct?
Did he give a location?
He did. He gave you what's it called?
That's the ear of
the ear of unrest.
Right, ear of unrest.
All right. From what I can tell of that location, it is deeply unpleasant, as you might have assumed from the name. You are likely to encounter hostility from the locals. Be prepared to defend yourself and find whatever information you can. Move in and out. I would not recommend you linger there long.
Wasn't planning on it. Well then, till we meet again.
All right, I'll see you in a few hours then.
I lead the way.
As you begin to lead the way, as we begin to lead the way, you guys begin to make the trek in the rain. It is about 8 p.m. by this point. When you go towards the entrance, you leave behind Woodnasa's very terrible shack with his busted door, but it will be eventually repaired thanks to the generosity of Sir Johnathan of Dis, and the four of you coming along. Perhaps you may find more answers in a very grotesque environment, but it will yield some important clues as to who the Duke of the Deep is, and perhaps uncovering more sinister mysteries and esoteric knowledge. And that is what will end the session.